Debretsion Gebremichael, head of TPLF and Tigray's government, yesterday gave an interview to the New York Times. In that interview, he gave the next plan of action of Tigray Defence Forces and TPLF. Very important interview because it happened after the fall of Mekelle. In the interview, he talked about 7 main points. I'll have a look at these 7 points one by one. But what he said in this interview is a confirmation of what I have been saying over the past 3 to 4 days. I don't want to sound long-winded, but I'll have a look at these 7 points, and you can see for yourself that I've been saying the same things for the last 3 to 4 days. Firstly, viewers, he was asked a question about invasion of Eritrea. He was asked a question, will Tigray Defence Forces attack Eritrea? He said that Tigray Defence Forces would like to push Eritrean forces to border areas, and they would like to ensure the status quo as it stood on the 4th of November. He said we should be realistic, and there was no likelihood of TDF invading Eritrea. He was asked a question about Isaias Afwerki, that will Tigray Defence Forces like to change the regime in Eritrea, and he said that definitely we would like to change the regime, but it's up to the people of Eritrea. The people of Eritrea will change the regime. So it's very much clear that Tigray Defence Forces are not going to invade Eritrea. I did a detailed video on that 3 days ago. You'll see border clashes between TDF and Eritrean forces. Tigray Defence Forces will not launch any large-scale invasion of Eritrea. Firstly. Secondly, he was asked a question about independence of Tigray. It has been a very hot topic since the start of this war. Will Tigray declare independence? He did not call for independence of Tigray. He gave a very diplomatic answer. He said, if they do not want to live with us, we don't want to live with them as well. But he did not announce independence of Tigray. TPLF has ruled Ethiopia for years. Why would they like to leave this federation? They would like to regain their control over Tigray, and they would like to move towards Addis Ababa. Not militarily, politically, they would like to be in command of Ethiopia once again. Why would they call for independence? Why would they announce independence? Third point, he was asked a question about ceasefire. He said, Tigray is under a siege. And I did a video. I said Tigray was in a cage. People did not like my video. Said you are exaggerating. Now Debretsion is saying Tigray is under siege, and he said that there was no sign of any political solution to this conflict. And the areas which have been taken by force, we will take them back by force. He's talking about Western Tigray, Northwestern Tigray, Southern Tigray, Alamata, Humera, Volkayet, Sagade. So Tigray Defence Forces are preparing for a major offensive towards northwestern Western Tigray. No signs of any negotiations between TPLF and Ethiopian government. Next, he was asked about the early phases of this war, use of drones. He confirmed views that the UAE, United Arab Emirates, provided combat drones to Ethiopian National Defence Forces. Debretsion said that UAE's drones inflicted heavy losses on Tigray Defence Forces. Had there been no drones, the result of this war would have been different. So again, it's a confirmation. We have heard about the use of drones from Mulugeta, Gebremichael, we heard from Geta Choreda. Now Debretsion is also confirming that UAE provided drones to Ethiopian National Defence Forces. He was asked about the prisoners of war. The thousands of ENDF troops have been captured by Tigray Defence Forces. What would be the strategy of Tigray Defence Forces? How will TDF feed all these thousands of Ethiopian National Defence Forces? He said, in coming days, Tigray Defence Forces will free most of these prisoners. Only officers will be detained. Junior level military officials like soldiers, they will be freed by Tigray Defence Forces. A good news for ENDF soldiers. And lastly, he was asked a question about investigations into atrocities committed in Tigray. Some investigations are underway. UN bodies, in collaboration with Ethiopian Human Rights Commission, are conducting inquiries into atrocities. He rejected these investigations. He said that Ethiopian Human Rights Commission and other Ethiopian bodies are partial. Only international bodies should conduct free and transparent investigations into war crimes committed in Tigray. So it's very much clear views that Tigray Defence Forces have rejected the ceasefire. They are seeing no political solution in sight. They're preparing for a major offensive. They want western, northwestern, southern Tigray back. They'll keep on hitting Eritrean forces in border areas, and large-scale fighting could start in Humera, Volkite, Sagede if there is no intervention, if there is no mediation. So far, no signs of any talks between TPLF and Ethiopian government. Thanks for watching.